Today's journey is one close to my heart, and I am really excited to be embarking on it. We are currently at Aberystwyth train station, located on Alexander Road in Aberystwyth. Surrounded by the gentle hum of anticipation that always seems to fill a platform just before departure. We are here with other travelers to catch the Transport for Wales service. Each of us carrying our own stories, destinations, and reasons for traveling. There's something quietly magical about this moment. The low rumble of engines in the distance outside the station. The occasional echo of announcements bouncing off the platform roof. And the sight of people glancing up the track, waiting for that first glimpse of the train. Some are seasoned commuters, others wide-eyed adventurers. But for all of us, this is a point of transition. A pause between where we've been and where we are about to go. I can't help but feel a mix of nostalgia and excitement. Stations like this aren't just places you pass through. They are the starting lines of memories in the making. And today, this journey feels like it's going to be one worth remembering. We are heading all the way to Newcastle upon time. And on paper, it sounds like a normal journey. Just another train ride, but for us, it's actually quite a big deal. We didn't grow up here. We didn't grow up with systems like this, where you can step onto a train in one country and a few hours later arrive in another, carried smoothly across landscapes and borders. Today, we are quite literally embarking on a journey that will take us from Wales into England, something that feels quite extraordinary. The two towns are about 308 miles apart, and our route takes us through Birmingham New Street railway station, where we'll change onto our second train. It's not just distance we're covering, but layers of experience. For those who haven't been to Aberystwyth, it's a Welsh coastal town, where mornings smell like sea salt and the horizon feels endless. A place where the loudest sound is often the sea, and the biggest rush is deciding which cafe has the best view of the bay. But today, we are heading somewhere completely different. Newcastle is a city of bridges, nightlife, bold voices, and northern grit. A place where history and energy collide in a completely different rhythm. This isn't just a change in scenery, it's a shift in atmosphere, in pace, in personality, a journey across cultures, climates, and character. The stretch between Aberystwyth and Shrewsbury is a quiet reminder of how untouched parts of Wales still are. Villages appear and disappear like whispers, barely announcing themselves before melting back into the landscape. Rivers carve their way through valleys older than memory, winding past hills that seem to have stood still for centuries. And the further we go, the more the world outside begins to shift. It happens gradually. The accents soften, then change. The architecture begins to look different, subtle at first, then unmistakable. Even the pace of life somehow feels like it's picking up speed. It's subtle, but you feel it. Travel has a strange way of revealing just how vast the world really is, and at the same time, how small your daily routine can feel in comparison. On a journey like this, you're not doing anything extraordinary. You're just sitting there, maybe checking your phone, maybe listening to music, and yet, without even noticing, the exact moment you've crossed from Wales into England. Where we come from, a journey like this is something you prepare for mentally. It takes planning, energy, effort. It's not just distance, it's a whole process. But here, it almost feels invisible. Seamless, like the world is quietly rearranging itself around you while you sit still. When we first arrived here, none of this made sense to us. Even something as simple as booking a train ticket felt confusing. Prices seemed unpredictable, changing from one moment to the next. And we definitely made mistakes. We used to book the first option we saw, assuming that was it, the final price, no question asked. But over time, we started to learn the small details that make a big difference. Take something like a rail card. In the UK, a rail card is essentially a discount pass you can buy, usually for a set annual fee. That gives you around a third of most train fares. There are different types depending on your age or situation. But the idea is simple. Once you have one, every ticket you book becomes noticeably cheaper. It's one of those things that seem obvious once you know, but no one really tells you at the start. And then there's split ticketing, one of those hidden tricks that feels almost too simple to work. Instead of buying one ticket for the whole journey, you break it into smaller segments, say from Aberystwyth to Birmingham, then Birmingham onwards, while staying on the same exact train, in the exact same seat. Somehow that can work out cheaper. And that's the thing about a journey like this. You're not just traveling across places, you're learning how the system works, piece by piece. No manual, no guide, just experience. I think when you grow up in a place like this, there are moments when you stop noticing how well things work. It all fades into the background. It becomes normal, expected. But when you come from somewhere else, you see it differently. You notice the systems, the structures, the small, almost invisible details, the way people queue without being told, the quiet inside a moving train, the predictability of it all, how things arrive when they say they will, how connections line up, and how everything feels considered. They are small things, easy to overlook, but over time, they shape how you live. And for us, journey like this aren't just about getting from A to B. They are markers, quite reminders of how far we've come, not just in distance, but in understanding. Inside the carriage, it's a world of its own. Everyone is doing something completely different. Some are focused on their laptops, tapping away to work. Others have drifted off to sleep, gently swaying with the rhythm of the train. And then there are those just staring out the window, lost in thought. Everyone is in their own world, but somehow sharing the same space, moving in the same direction. There's something else that stood out too. Something easy to overlook, but hard to forget once you notice it. As we were boarding, we saw passenger in a wheelchair get on smoothly, without stress or delay. No struggle, no disruption, just a system working the way it should. And that's when it really hit me. This isn't just about movement, it's about inclusion. It's designed so that almost anyone can use it, quietly, efficiently, without making a spectacle of it. And as we near Newcastle upon Tyne now, there's a quiet shift in energy. The kind you feel when a long journey is finally coming to an end. We are exhausted, but it's that good kind of tired. The kind that comes from doing something meaningful.
Isn't all that will be Doncaster coming up there shortly? Mind the big gap between the train and the platform edgeways. Thank you for using cross country. Doncaster coming up shortly. Should be platform edgeways coming on. The rest of the train is 1803 from platform 4. Do appreciate that tight connection. There's an 1807 London King's Cross service from Grantham in London, number 1. Your whole train is 1809 from platform 0.
Just wait on the
There's also a couple of King's Cross services at 1830 and 1880.
Oh, Robert's real.
You've got your Harrogate by a lead train, 1819 number 4. Anything beyond 20 past, have a look at the screens after. Thank you for your cross country. We've got Doncaster coming up.
Real.
Outside the window, the landscape has changed once again. The open stretches have given way to signs of a city. Bridges, buildings, movement, a different rhythm, a different story waiting to unfold. And that's the thing about journeys like this. You don't just arrive at a place, you arrive as slightly different version of yourself. A little more aware, a little more confident, a little more connected to the world around you. We can't wait to experience what Newcastle has in store for us. The people, the energy, the unpredictability of it all. Because in the end, it was never just about getting here. It was about everything we noticed along the way.
When we wake, hear the birds and see the sun. Side by side our fears are done. All the good times just begun. We know what we have, let's hold on tight. Found what we're looking for in life. Call us crazy, but things are finally right. With you and I, the future is bright. You and I, we got it. We don't need no can weather any storm. Before I sleep, hear the crickets, see the moon. Side by side and through. No limit to what we can do. Oh, we know what we have, let's hold on tight. Found what we're looking for in life. Call us crazy, but things are finally right. With you and I, the future is bright. You and I, we got it. We don't need no more. You and I can weather any storm. You and I, we got it.
Thanks for joining us on this journey. If you enjoyed traveling with us today, stick around. There are many more miles ahead, and each one has a story worth telling. We are documenting these moments not just to show places, but to share perspectives, the small details, the lessons, and the experience that often go unnoticed but stay with you long after the journey ends. If that's something you'd like to be part of, consider subscribing and following along as we continue to explore, learn, and navigate new paths, one journey at a time. This is Travel and Tales.